What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, my name is Elijah, and today we have something a little different. We have ranking all the Saw movies by WatchMojo. Now, I'm pretty sure the majority of y'all are aware of who WatchMojo is, and they have some good things, and some people may not like how they rank certain things, but when it comes to this particular subject, the Saw movie, I've only watched maybe a few of them. I really got confused towards the last one. Was it the last Saw movie? I'm not sure. Don't quote me. I'm just here to get more understanding of the Saw movies themselves, and then just see if they all good or not. Other than that, y'all let me know how would you rank them in the comment section down below. And I'm done talking. Let's get into the reaction.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're ranking all the Saw movies.
But you know him?
Yeah. He's the guy who put me away.
This is the one where the girl is the actual killer.
John, how you doing?
Never better.
For this list, we'll be ranking all the films in this franchise based on originality, storytelling, and trap creativity. Since we'll be talking about all the films, spoilers will follow. What's your favorite Saw movie? Let us know in the comments below. Now let's get freaky. Number 8. Saw 3D.
Oh, wow.
We like how this film was also called The Final Chapter, before 2 sequels proved it was far from the last installment. Although this movie is the weakest of the franchise so far, there's still plenty to love about the 3D horror story. Hey, if a trap is making your skin crawl and forcing you to look away, then it's at least doing one thing right. The garage trap is one of the most gruesome in the entire series. While it wasn't the end of the franchise, it was still the last film for many years.
I don't know what's happening.
Others by the color of their skin. And today, Evan, you will learn that we are all the same color on the inside.
What?
The creators did an admirable job of making sure the traps were as cleverly designed as possible so they could go out with the bang.
Her whole jaw splits open, I believe. And he's a police officer, from my understanding.
Number 7, Jigsaw. After a long wait, the franchise returned with a decent entry into the series. The 7-year hiatus made us realize we weren't done with Saw just yet. There's a level of mystery to Jigsaw that was lacking in some of the other sequels, but while this entry manages to combine many elements of previous films that fans appreciated, it doesn't really improve on the formula or try anything new. Overall, it's an unambitious but well-made movie that's still worth a watch for fans of the franchise.
You have a choice.
I don't know what's happening.
Or don't.
Number 6, Saw 5. The later sequels seem to step away from the heavy psychological elements present in the first films in favor of crafting gore fests with exciting traps. And if that's what a Saw fan is showing up for, then a movie full of people meeting gruesome demises isn't such a bad thing.
Oh yeah, you're dead, homie.
Saw 5's straightforward plot is easier to digest than its predecessors, and while the traps may not be the most creative or original, they're definitely exciting. In between the violence, Scott Patterson's sympathetic performance as Agent Strom really made us feel for him.
But he was Jigsaw.
He was supposed to be the hero.
We rooted for him a lot more than we did for the majority of the characters in the franchise. Number 5, Saw 4. We have to commend the writers for finding a way to continue the story of the franchise after the death of the primary antagonist. Saw 4 still gives us our fill of the deceased and twisted mastermind Jigsaw by letting us explore his motives and origins through flashback sequences.
It's the tool. The tool that's going to save your life. I want to play a game.
We also get to see how some of the early traps progressed and became more practical over time. On top of that, Saw 4 provides a fantastic twist. We eventually discovered that the events of this movie and the story of Saw 3 took place at the same time.
You feel you now have control, don't you? You think you will walk away untested?
It was good to see Detective Matthews return too, even if he wasn't in the best shape. Number 4. Saw 3. Saw 3 felt darker and more sinister than the rest. In a series littered with murder, deception, and sadistic traps, we'd consider this an accomplishment. Instead of our main character Jeff trying to get out of a trap, he has to get other people out of them. This twist was a refreshing change to what we'd come to expect. While Jeff is trying to save lives, the audience keeps checking in on an intense surgery that has us biting our nails with anxiety, even though it is for the film's antagonist.
John, how you doing?
Never better.
Saw 3 tops its impressive story off with one of the most disturbing and disgusting traps of all the movies.
My personal favorite. I call it the rack.
Number 3. Saw 6. We can almost guarantee that this movie would have garnered more appreciation if it was released as one of the earlier sequels. Through an excellent combination of practical effects, trap creativity, and suspense, Saw 6 showed us what the franchise looks like at the top of its game. The film's carousel trap was definitely a highlight. The trap is devastating to watch and tries to go for more of an emotional hit rather than just playing up the gore.
Look at me! When you're killing me, you look at me!
Jigsaw's message about appreciating life also seems more transparent in this sequel.
Do you see death up close? Then you know what the value of life is.
Okay.
And that's my way.
Mind you, that makes the elaborate traps he builds to spread this message seem even more absurd. Then again, he is pretty crazy. Number 2. Saw 2.
You were the arresting officer in all their cases, and you were the one who planted all the evidence used to obtain their convictions.
A terrific thriller in its own right, Saw 2 is a fantastic sequel that ups the ante from the first film in every way possible. There are more traps, more characters, and a few emotionally charged parallel storylines.
This is your father?
What, you know him?
Yeah. He's the guy who put me away. He set me up.
Tell me that's not your father.
We also get a character study into the lengths people will go to save themselves or save the ones they care about. Donnie Wahlberg's performance as the hot-headed Detective Matthews steals the show. His frustration with the horrifying situation mirrors our own.
That's the Eric Matthews they gave medals to.
Unfortunately, Matthews' temper leads to his downfall, leaving us to judge his actions while understanding exactly why he did what he did. Saw.
Hello, Amanda. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
A movie that was able to scare, shock, and thrill viewers on an insanely low budget, Saw is a fantastic tale told masterfully by Lee Whannell and James Wan. Although the film mostly takes place in a small room, it still managed to keep the audience engaged. That's a testament to the writing and directing.
He doesn't want us to cut through our chains.
Cut your legs.
He wants us to cut through our feet.
While all future films in the franchise attempted to leave us with a strong twist, nothing compares to the sinking feeling we all had in our stomachs when we saw Jigsaw rise from the ground and shut protagonist Adam inside. Saw's originality and shocking ending still makes it the best of the franchise.
But not you.
Not anymore.
Game over.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo.
Well, I not watched every Saw. There's some like the Jigsaw movie. I wanted to see how at least what that was about, but I kind of got confused in terms of timeline, stories. Like 3 and 4 happened at the same time. Maybe one happened before. I got confused, so I stopped watching it, and it was basically just a little too graphic for my mind to handle, personally. So, yeah, if someone could explain at least the timeline or chronological order of how things supposed to be watched, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you want to watch the original video, link in the description. If you like that reaction, give me that thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. But other than that, until we meet again, y'all stay free, be blessed. Peace.